Good morning. Thanks for meeting with me. We are here to review the latest gaming room budget outcomes, interrupted the variance, and agree on actions to improve performance.
Thanks. I've reviewed the summary. I want to understand how the main figures were calculated and which results are the most concerning. Please ask questions as we go. Monthly budget reviews helps us compare actual results with forecast and take action before problems continue.
We conducted these reviews monthly after updated results are released. The figures have been checked against the resources documentation and are accurate reports of revenue and costs.
What financial commitments should I include when reviewing future budgets? Non-commitments such as public holiday payment rates, maintenance, security, staff training, supply contracts, license fees, and equipment servicing should be identified in advance.
That makes the focus more realistic and helps explain future variance.
We will start with AGM revenue.
The projected EGM revenue was 580,000. Actual revenue was 489,000. Actual performance was 84.31% of budget. The
The dollar, the dollar minus is actual minus projected for 400,089 minus 500,080 equals negative 90,000. Dividing by 580 gives a negative 15.69% variance. So EGM revenue is significantly below target.
Yes, it is one of the major negative outcomes and need to corrective action.
What about liquor sales?
Liquor sales were budgeted at 65,000 and actual sales were 51,000. That is a negative 13,000 variance or negative 20.19%.
That the percentage is even worse than EGM revenue. Correct. However, liquor cost of goods sold is a positive point. Budgeted cost of goods sold was 25% of sales, and actual cost of goods sold remain exactly 25% of actual liquor sales.
That is why the cost of goods sold percentage variance is 0%. The dollar amount is lower because sales were lower, but cost control remains on target.
Labor is different. The budget was $11,050, but actual labor was 12,100. That is 1,000 over budget, or 9.5% above the budgeted labor dollar. Labor also became 23.33% of actual liquor sales because revenue was low.
A public holiday occurred during the month, so penalty rates are one possible reason. We should also check overtime, roster efficiency, training, and additional coverage.
So which outcomes should we classify as good and bad?
The major negatives are EGM revenue at negative 15.69%, liquor sales at negative 20.19%, and labor spending 1,050 above budget.
The positive outcome is liquor cost of goods sold is the planned 25% ratio, showing purchasing and product cost control remain consistent. That helps. We shouldn't prescribe at every lower dollar amount. as favorable without looking at the percentage and the reason.
Exactly, budgetary interpretation requires context. Let's identify internal factors that may have affected the results.
Customer service and staffing patterns would be factor. We may also have had limited promotional activity. The third factor is the gaming room layout or machine mix. Some machines may be less attractive or less utilized.
Looking forward, roster management, compliant promotional activity, and decisions about the machine mix or room presentation could all affect the future budget outcomes.
I'll review machine level utilization and staffing patterns. Now, external factor. The third report day is one because it affected labor penalty rates and may have changed customer behavior. Local competition could also reduce customer traffic.
And border cost of living pressure may reduce discretionary spending on both gaming and liquor.
Looking forward, competition and economic conditions and changing customer preference should be monitored in each review. Uh, what can we do to improve EGM takings while remaining compliant with responsible conduct of gambling requirements?
First, improve the room environment, clean lines, comfort, and customer service without encouraging excessive gambling.
Second, review machine utilization and consider repositioning or changing poorly performing machines where appropriate and permitted.
Third, use compliant venue-wide entertainment or promotional activities that attract customers gently, while avoiding inappropriate gambling in documents.
We should also reinforce staff training on customer service, harm minimization, and recognizing signs of gambling harm.
Agreed, compliance comes first.
And what can we do about liquor sales? Firstly, improve beverage presentation and product availability. Second, use compliant food and beverage or venue event offers. Third, strengthen staff product knowledge and responsible service. Um,
We can also monitor average beverage spend and product mix. Any activity must comply with the RSA requirements and must not encourage repeat or excessive drinking.
um, um, I will compare sales by day and product category to see where the biggest gap are. Um, mhm. Oh, yeah. EGM takings have been gradually falling for 6 months. I think we may need to consider reducing the number of machines.
That may eventually be appropriate, but I would not decide based on only on 1 month. We need 6 months revenue and utilization data by machine maintenance cost and any re- regulatory or contractual implications.
We can reformulate the budgets in stage. First, revise the AGM revenue forecast if the 6 month trends show the current target is unrealistic. Second, review labor assumptions, especially public holiday and roster cost. Third, adjust liquor purchasing to realistic sales volume. Then, if machine level data shows consistently low utilization, we can consider changing the number or mix of machines.
Exactly. Any reformulation should be evidence-based. Let's confirm the actions. You will investigate the 6 months EGM decline using machine level utilization and revenue data.
I'll also review liquor sales by day and product mix and analyze roster and timesheets to explain the 1050 labor overspend. I will also support the variance calculation and prepare revised EGM, liquor, and labor forecast options if the evidence support changes.
Please also list known financial commitments for the next 3 months, including public holidays, security, maintenance, training, and equipment servicing.
I will include those in the next review.
To summarize, EGM revenue and liquor sales are materially below budget. Labor is over budget, but liquor COGS remains controlled at 25%. We have identified the internal and external factors and agree on compliant actions to improve results.
The meeting notes will be retained as explanatory notes for future budget reviews and budget preparation. I'm clear on what information I need to collect and how the lines are interpreted.
We will collect the additional information over the next few days and circulate any revised budget within 1 week. Performance will continue to be reviewed monthly.
Thank you. That's work for me. Agreed.
Thank you for your attendance and input.
Thank you for listening.